Sorry about that, guys. Gifty, you're giving an answer before they got cut off. Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying that it's not all incidents or situations that you need to call the emergency. That it's not every incident that they need to be involved.
Very good. Yeah. So when you look at the options, let me just share my screen again. Okay, everyone can see that, yeah? So when you look at the options, it looks like B should be a quite good one. But like Gifty was saying, you don't need to call the emergency services every time you have a collision. Yeah, it's only if someone's injured or there's some sort of crime or something or it's really bad. But if you just have a bump, most of the time they don't want you to call them. Yeah, because they've got lots of other things to deal with. But people think that you need to call 999 every time you have a crash, but it's not the case. Yeah, it's only when people are injured, you need to bring an ambulance. Otherwise, you don't need to, yeah? You need to top up your battery with distilled water. What level should you fill it to?
D.
D.
D. Okay. Do you know what this was talking about, by the way?
Yes.
A cell-plated. It said you need to top up your battery with the distilled water, and what level should you fill it to? Because the cell-plated, I have to make sure how much distilled water I can take. It is the so that's why it just above the cell plated, how much he can how much it can afford.
Okay, good answer. Anybody else want to add to that? No? Okay.
It's just how much we need to fill the cell plates with the distilled water. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty good answer, Shuli, yeah? So I don't
Thank
think it happens nowadays so much, yeah? But back in the days, people used to keep their old batteries and just keep the same battery by recharging it and putting a new
Yeah.
battery in it. Nowadays, people just get a new one, yeah?
Yeah.
But what this is talking about is if you open up your battery, I'm not recommending that you do this if you don't know what you're doing about it because it's very dangerous, yeah?
Very
If you open up
dangerous.
your
Yeah.
battery, you'll see the liquid is down when it's old, yeah? But you can top it up with water, distilled water, and it's just asking how much water should you put in there. And each battery has got what's called cell plates, which are like
Yeah.
lots of little, I think the metallic things in the battery, and then you need to fill the water just above the metal plates. Yeah, I've done this question. I covered it on the course as well. If you guys want to have a look at that sometime. You are driving along a country road. You see this sign. What should you do after dealing safely with the hazard?
We need to
Test
test our
your
brakes.
Test your brakes. Okay. So who knows what this is talking about? What's this hazard that this is talking about?
Is a flow of water, like when we go on the car is it aqua? Is it aqua? I don't know how to say.
I know what that is, but I can't remember.
Asian Mark, he said last time is aqua. I forgot.
Aquaplaning.
Aquaplaning, yeah.
No, this is something different.
No,
Is it flat? It's flat.
because you
right?
said
This
we
is
need to
different.
check our brakes when we go there. No?
Yes.
This is different. I'll explain the difference in a second, yeah? But a
Oh.
Ford is, what's a Ford, first of all?
Water excess, and it breaks have any problem like brake damage, something like that, or flood.
Yes, yeah, I'll say
And
it's like a
hazard warning.
it's sort of like a
What's
flood, but it's more like a little water stream going across the road.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
And hazard warning, brother.
then
Hazard warning.
no. It's nothing to do with hazard
No.
warning.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't need to put your hazard
They
warning
have
because
connection with
everyone.
water, Mark. Now they have the same, like there's water, like Ford is like a flow of water now.
The thing is, you're gonna see signs saying flood.
Yeah.
but then you also see signs saying Ford.
Yeah.
So flood is usually just like normally water just like still, it's not moving.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whereas a ford is like imagine a river going over the road,
Yeah.
but a small one, not like a large roaring river, but like a small river going across the road. You see it on the road where it's a bit flat or it's like a dip, then water is going across the road. Yeah, that's what a ford is. So if you go over that, your brakes are usually going to be wet, so you need to test them.
Okay.
Where you guys are talking about aquaplaning, that's a bit different. Can anybody explain what aquaplaning was or try to remember what it was?
Is it when it's icy? When it's icy, no?
No, actually, let me tell you the difference, yeah? So this one on a Ford, you're just going over one bit of water and then the rest of it is dry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas aquaplaning is if you're driving, let's say on the motorway for a long distance, but there's like water on the floor all over the road, yeah?
Okay.
And slowly over the few minutes, you're building up water, more and more water is collecting in your tires more and more. And then before you know it, there's so much water underneath your tires that it's now your car is driving basically on a layer of water.
Okay.
That's what aquaplaning is. Whereas this one, you're just going over water a little bit and then now you're not on water anymore. But aquaplaning is if you're driving on a wet road for a long time, like
How
it has to
long?
be really
Yeah,
wet, like a really heavy rain. That's what aquaplaning is.
yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
And then your steering becomes light then. If you feel like your steering is becoming a bit light, that's when you know you're aquaplaning. You are
Hi,
approaching
Mark.
traffic lights and the red light is showing. What signal will show next?
Wait,
A,
I have a
red
question
a number.
for the
Red
other
number. Red number. Red number is it?
D.
Red number.
Red and amber.
Good. Somebody said they had a question.
Yes, Mark, it's me. The other question.
This one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where I am, I see this a lot and I pass through them. But do I stop to check my brakes or I still move because I still going, like I still keep on going. I don't stop to check anything.
Very good
Do I have
question.
to
Can
stop
anybody answer that?
and check it or?
What you said, we need to go slowly. Like, no, we need to go slowly
Yes,
to
I
check
can.
our brakes.
Yes, I can answer you and on that. Remember, sometimes we're always busy going to work and all, so we always through pass places like that. But it is for your safety that when you pass a place like that, when you're driving, you need probably to drive slow, just to test if your brakes are still working.
Yeah, but
What
how
I'm
do you test
asking
them
is,
though? She's asking, how do you actually test them?
do I stop and check them or I still move
No,
on?
no,
How
you
do I do it?
still move on, but you can feel it when you're driving if your brakes are still working. When you tap on your brake pedal, you can you can feel it that the brakes are still there or it's taking longer to stop, something like that.
Yeah. So
Maybe, yeah.
that's a good answer. So Alberta, just clarify. You don't, it's not like you're stopping and then you're checking your brakes and looking under your car. What you do is you're driving slowly and then you're pressing on the brakes and then you're going to feel the difference. If you drive your car all the time, you know what it feels like when you press the brakes a certain amount. If you brake and then it's not responding the way it's supposed to brake normally, then you know there's something wrong. Your brakes are still wet. In that case, what else can you do if your brakes are not working properly as they should because they're wet?
I don't know. At that moment, Mark, is it at that moment if I feel they are not working?
Yeah, what do you do then?
Call the emergency to come.
Of course, it's not safe to drive
It's
without
not, no. So what you do is you drive really slowly and just brake really gently. What that will do is that's gonna dry your brakes.
Okay.
Yeah, because the reason why they might not be working is because you've just gone through water and brake pads don't work very well together. But if you brake slowly while you're driving slowly or brake gently, it's gonna go around the brakes and dry the brakes out. It's gonna create some heat, and then now the brakes should be dry. And then you're gonna test them again, and they should be working. If it's not working, then you need to call someone for help because you shouldn't be
Okay.
driving it. But
Okay.
in the first place, to answer your question, you don't have to stop. You just brake gently, like Tanofada was saying, and you should feel a difference. You should feel your car braking. If it's not braking, then you need to maybe drive slower and dry them out and test again. And if it's not working still, then there's a problem. You need to call someone for help.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark, you know what? I've noticed this, like, I don't know if probably what I'm seeing is wrong, but the amount of drivers who, you know, go through the fault and then they speed up. I sometimes ask myself, are they doing the right thing? Because you can easily see that they've just passed, a certain amount of
okay.
water.
Okay. Let me just answer to that.
Yes.
Usually when you drive, you can't, after you have passed a fault, you can't really feel your brakes, because sometimes you will be coming from a very long distance, and your car is hot already, like inside your brake disc and all that. So sometimes when you pass through a fault and you're going quicker, it just dries up quicker. But it is like a normal procedure that you need to test for your own safety. But in reality, people will just continue driving and we don't even have problems and stuff like that.
Because they have experience. But if we are new driver, we don't do that now.
I
Correct.
feel it's not about
Are you
experience.
also
I feel
talking
like,
about, sorry, are you
Yeah.
also talking about them actually going faster towards the ford?
no, after they've crossed the fault, for them to slow down and then, test their brakes, it doesn't work that way. You see them like carry on normal as they were
Oh, okay.
driving, like with the speed. Yes.
Yeah, because most
So
of them, they don't.
sometimes I feel like, as the lady was saying, that it's experience. I feel like sometimes we get carried away. That's how I feel. Like the
Yeah.
moment you are now on the way, everything is right and you are driving, you feel you know everything. You don't even go back to reflect on the right thing. You just carry on. So probably
no,
it's just
you're right.
yeah.
Once people drive for a while, even for a few months, they don't do everything that you're supposed to do, like textbook stuff. No one drives like that in real life, if I'm honest with you, yeah? So when you're seeing people driving past the ford and then not slowing down or like not checking their brakes, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be okay, yeah? But this is just talking about what the best practice is, yeah? And the best practice is to test your brakes. Most of the time, your brakes are going to be fine anyway, and most people know that, yeah?
Yeah. Sometimes you
But,
find them like at 300 yards, you find them in the hard shoulder. They are broken down.
the same person. Hopefully not, but yeah, it happens. But most people don't do textbook stuff when it comes to driving. Yeah. Even on your test, unless it's on your driving test, guys, yeah, unless it's like a safety critical thing, they're not expecting you to drive like textbook stuff. I think a lot of people go to the test nervous because they think they have to do everything like spot on, like how your test says in the theory test, all that kind of stuff. Not really. As long as you're driving safely and to a good standard and you're not making crazy mistakes, you can pass. So when I do a lot of lessons with my learners, a lot of time is spent kind of like taking away their fear of the test, because they think, oh, if I go there, I need to be perfect because if I go through a ford, I have to test my brakes. No, if you drive safely and you know the rules of the road, you'll be fine. Okay, so remember that when you go for your test, guys, they're not looking for perfection, because no one drives like that. Okay. How can you use your vehicle's engine as a brake? One of my favorite questions, because a lot of people don't understand this one.
By
Mm.
changing to a lower gear. Answer
Okay.
is
What's this question talking about, though? Can anybody break it down for us? Let me get someone new to break it down for us. 1 second. I'm just gonna scroll through. Ashley, you're new to the group today. Hopefully you're well. Are you feeling up to answering this question? I think I muted you by mistake a bit earlier on, Ashley. Actually, let me ask someone else. Oh, so many people are muted. Okay, all right. Everyone, some of these people are muted. If you can unmute yourself, if you want to answer the question, yeah. But anyone else can answer it because some of the people are muted. What does it mean by this? Yeah, anyone's free to answer the question, yeah.
where is Abeta today, brother?
Alberta is it?
Um,
She's been asking questions and asking.
okay,
questions.
I'm
She's not
chewing.
talking.
That's why I can't answer. I'm chewing.
Yeah, we want to hear your voice here, Alberta. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Can
Alberta
you?
has been active. You didn't hear her. She's been asking questions and answering questions as well.
I didn't hear her because I didn't know her voice. I wanted to hear her
Ah, yeah,
voice.
she's been asking lots of
Go,
questions.
Alberta.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone wants to answer this
Okay,
one?
I
Or
can.
how can you use your
Okay,
vehicle's engine as a brake? What's that? Can you explain that in plain
I
English?
can.
Anybody?
Okay, I can try to explain, though I'm not perfect.
Okay.
Right.
You
Um,
try, please.
Okay. Remember when we are driving, we usually use our normal brakes as like brakes to stop the car. But the engine itself can make the car to slow down due to changing gears into a low gear. So for example, if you are driving in gear number 4, you can step on your clutch pedal, then change down to gear number 3. You lift up your clutch, the car kind of stops. You know, there's a motion that happens with the engine when it drops your revs. Then you can continue again to change down from 3 to number 2. Then it can really go slow. Yeah, I had to do this the other time when my brake pads were not working and I was coming from downhill and stuff like that. You know, one of the pipes busted, so I lost all the brake fluid, but it really helped me because I was just using, the engine brake, to brake in the most scariest places, but I did manage. So I can't really explain further how does the mechanism work, but I just understand that when you drop your gears and lift your clutch, there's some form of stop which happens to the engine, like that engine braking thing. I
Yeah.
think that's how I can explain it.
That's a really good explanation. Yeah. So I can't really
Excuse
say
me,
anything
Mark.
clearer than that. That's quite good. Yeah. When you go into a lower gear, the only thing I'll say differently is you said when you go into like from 4 to 3, the engine, the car stops. Just to clarify, it doesn't stop, but it will slow it down. Yeah. It will slow it down because each gear is built for a certain speed. So gear 5 is built for like 70 up to from 60 or 50 up to 70. Gear 4 is from like 30 to 50. Gear 3 is from 20 to 30 and so forth. So if you bring the gear down and then lift the clutch up, the car will naturally try to bring that speed down back to that gear. Yeah. So that's what engine braking is, or using the engine as a brake. So you hear this word a lot, engine braking, because sometimes people, when they hear engine braking, they think, oh no, the engine, that's a bad thing because the engine's going to break down. But it's talking about using the engine to slow the car down. Yeah. Aisha, you got a question?
Yeah, just one thing, Mark, is lower gear. I know lower gears gives engine braking. Do we need to use engine braking in all the roads or just when we go on downhill? Because I know on downhill we can use engine braking, like a lower gear to
You
give
can use it
us.
on a flat road as well. Yeah, you can use it on a flat road. So let's say you are coming up to a stop, like Tanafada was saying, is his brakes were a bit bad, so the brakes weren't working that well. You want to slow down. Normally, if you just let the car roll in neutral,
Yeah.
it will take a very long time for it to stop. But if you gear down, let's say you're in 4, you gear down to 3, it's gonna slow it down, gear to 2, slow it down some more, and then gear it to 1, it will really go slowly. So you can use it on going downhill or on a flat piece of road as well.
One thing as well is lower gear give more power to engine. I know is lower gear gives engine braking to slow down and gives more power to engine to accelerate. Is make I don't know how. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's basically it.
Yeah. Also to help on new drivers, when you are doing this engine braking, when the car is still in motion, like in speed, do not move the car from number 2 to number 1 because it might break the engine, like to seize. if
You
the
can do
car
it,
is
but you have to go really slowly. So like from gear
Yeah.
2 to 1, I do it all the time in my car, but it needs to be really slow. Not at like 20 miles per hour or that stuff like that. Just to answer your question, Aisha, about your car gear, lower gears giving more power. Who's ridden a bicycle here? Anybody ridden a bicycle like a bicycle with gears?
Bicycle with gears.
Yeah.
Is it
Anyone?
automatic or normal one, manual?
Is the automatic
Electric or-
bicycle?
No,
Because-
is
No,
there an
like-
automatic bicycle? I would love
Because we
that.
have
It's a
one like
normal
one you just use the
bicycle.
pedal and the other one is electric. Yeah.
I didn't know the automatic bicycles, but
Yeah, the one is like you use the pedal, and the electric one you don't need to use the pedal, just you press and go. Like the Uber one, they use the delivery one.
oh, the electric ones.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. No. I meant like
the pedal.
The
Yeah, yeah.
paddle one.
I meant there's you know the ones you can
The
you pedal
paddle.
and then you can change
Paddle,
gear to
yeah.
go to a high and then it goes faster. No?
Yeah.
If you ride bikes or if you've ridden a bicycle before, this whole engine gear thing, it makes a lot more sense because
Yeah.
on the bicycle in the low gear, when you can pedal quite a lot, yeah, but it doesn't go that fast. But it's easy on your legs. Just the same as a car. So when you're in gear 1, it can move the car off easily, but it doesn't go that fast. Yeah, just like in the high gears, like gear 6 on a bicycle, if you try to move off on a gear 6, it's gonna be very difficult on your legs, just like on a car as well.
Heavy. Yeah.
If you ever get a chance, ride a bicycle, guys, because it'll make you understand the engine a bit more. Yeah. What should you do when you're approaching a bus with its that's signaling to move away from a bus stop? Anyone know the answer to this one?
B.
B.
I think B.
Good. Yeah, B is correct.
Yes, B.
So why is it B though?
It's the safest one to do. Like it's safe.
Buses have
Because the
priority.
buses
Or-
because the buses have got priority.
Yeah.
Safe also.
That's the main answer, yeah? So that's the main reason anyway, because buses have priority. But then if you also look at the second part of option B, what does it say?
If
It's safe to do so. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you see if it's safe to do so, that's usually the correct answer. Yeah, that's a really good way to kind of gauge. If you're really confused, just look at what it says. If it says if it's safe to do so, that's usually the answer to go for. Yeah. I think we know what the question means. It's not too difficult. Which type of vehicle does this sign apply to?
See the high peak.
high vehicle.
Why though? Why high? How do you know it's high vehicles?
The arrow of the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind
So
of
where's my mouse? These little things here, yeah? Telling you.
High
What if it was A though? If it was A, what then?
there would be or how can I say not horizontal, it's like a
Why
parallel.
does the side by side?
It's
So
gonna be on the side.
Right.
Yeah.
side
So
by
they'll be
side.
here. Instead of being here and here, they'll be here and here. Telling you if your car is wider than this, don't come through here. Yeah. Good. You're turning left from a main road into a side road. This one we covered already. I'm not going to do that one. What requires extra care when you're driving or riding in windy conditions? So
D.
first of all, what does it mean? What does it mean by extra care and driving in windy conditions?
Because of the weather, like the condition of the weather is when it's windy, you need to be more careful.
Mm-hmm. So take extra care basically means be more careful than normal.
Yeah.
And like you said, when it's windy on bad conditions. And lots of you are saying D already, so let's go for D.
It's D.
Yeah. Passing pedal cyclists. Why though? Why
Cycling.
passing pedal cyclists?
As
Cyclist is vulnerable. He
cycle
can't
have a
work
pedal.
on-
Sorry,
It's
one
vulnerable.
Yeah.
Because they can be easily blown away. That I feel like.
Yeah. they can easily be blown towards you. Yeah, so you're driving along, but if it's really windy, remember the cyclists can easily be affected by the wind. And if you're not careful, they could be blown in your way, and then you could run them over if you're not really careful. What will help you to move off on a snowy surface?
High gear. Using a high gear than normal. B.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, please.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a question
Yeah.
concerning the cyclists.
Mhm.
Sometimes when you are driving, you see that there's a route for paddles, cyclists, but sometimes they are really close to the road. Are you supposed to give extra room, even though they are on their route? Are you supposed to give like a bit of space?
Always, yeah. No matter where they are, even if they're not supposed to be there, you're supposed to give them space.
Even though they are on their route, not on the road, like on the pavement, there are places for paddles, but sometimes they are close to the road when you are passing by them.
Yeah, even then, you should still give them plenty of room. They're supposed to ride on the bike section, but if they're not, if they're next to you, still you have to give them room.
Okay.
Sometimes they are unbalanced. Yeah, they just.
Yeah, you can't get close to them just because they're not supposed to be there. You're still supposed to give them room just for safety reasons. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I think we'll finish on that question because Ashley and some other people want to do some hazard perception quickly. So we're going to do that quickly before I finish off. Just give me a second while I set that up. Anybody got any questions before we go into that? No? And anyone's got the test coming up in the Nadine, you saying you got questions or you want to do hazard perception?
Hazard perception, please.
Okay, we'll do that 1 second. Anybody got any tests coming up in the next couple of weeks?
Yes, I've got a test coming up tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. How are you feeling about it?
Oh, all the best.
I'm just what can I say? I'm just chilled. Like yeah, I don't know, but I've chosen an option where there's a voiceover. I don't know if that will confuse me.
No. It's
No, I
nice
think
to
the
hear. Like,
voiceover
yeah.
is better. Yesterday, I
helpful,
heard
voice-
yeah.
someone saying the same thing, that they chose a voiceover and it really helped them. So go ahead. I think the voiceover is better. Sometimes when you hear the question, it reminds you, you've come across it. Then you can go for
Yeah.
the written one and then make the best choice. So I'm also gonna do the same because I've
Yes.
never chosen it before.
Especially
Yeah.
us, it's not our first language. Sometimes we read the word differently, like in French and in
Yes.
English is different. Like if you hear more, you understand the word more. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you guys. That makes sense.
Good
No, I
luck. Yeah.
appreciate
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck
Yeah,
with
no,
that.
thank you so much.
Good luck.
I feel like, if you're hearing the voice as well, like if you're watching Netflix and you got the subtitles on,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes more sense, right? You miss a lot if you
it
don't have the
does.
subtitles, you miss so many things, but with the subtitles on, you hear things that you'd not have heard before. So I think it's a good thing to have all the information you can coming towards you. So good luck with that, yeah?
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna share my screen now for the hazard perception, just one quick clip, okay?
Brother, I got a question. Did you check your community, please? I sent some. I did exam, mock test, and a hazard perception. So I realized I failed. I think I got a hazard perception problem because I am doing click slowly. I think I need to do quicker. Clicking the hazard perception. So I am very much struggling. Otherwise, everything is okay. So I can go to after next 2 weeks, I am going to exam. So at the moment, I didn't book yet. I will. I think next week.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out after. But
Okay.
if you're struggling with hazard perception,
Yes.
let's focus on this now. Yeah, you guys can see the screen, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know some of you are bored of me saying this, but I'm not gonna stop. I will keep saying it. What are we looking for, guys? What are we looking for?
We are looking for
Big pen. like high beagle.
Okay. No, I mean in general on the clips, what are we looking for?
We're looking for something make you move, stop or swerve or react differently.
That's the main thing. So we're looking for something that's gonna make us stop or change direction.
Obstructions.
Yeah. And
I think even when you slow down again.
or slow down, yeah. And we're looking to react quickly to that thing before it becomes a problem. We're looking to respond quickly before it becomes a problem. So right now in this video, that's what we're looking for. I will have my hand ready. So my hand is near the mouse, ready to click. My hand's on the mouse if I'm in the test, yeah? Ready to click. And I'm waiting for anything that's gonna make my car stop or slow down or change direction. That's what I'm looking for, yeah? So far, can you see anything that might make you wanna, or what make you wanna have to stop or change direction? No? Okay. Anything now that might alert your brain that something might be hazardous coming up?
Maybe the lorry gaps in your lane. Maybe, yeah.
The lorry.
Can you
Lorry.
see this thing on the left?
There's a
Right
sign.
hand side.
Yeah,
There's
there's
a
a sign for crossroads coming up, yeah? So if you see this, that's they've put that there for a reason, yeah? Because people are there and the crossroads and junctions are where a lot of accidents happen. So they put that there for a reason to alert you that something might be coming up. Yeah. And then what about now? Can you see something in the distance that's gonna cause you to start
Yeah.
reacting?
The lorry.
The lorry.
Lorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. So if I go back a little bit, if I'm one of my hazard perception tests now and I'm looking around, then I see that lorry. Yeah, I'll start clicking now.
Yeah.
I'll click one more time because it's still coming towards us. And then I'll click again because it's not stopping this guy. It doesn't look
He's
like it's stopping.
definitely
Yeah?
coming to our lane.
Yeah. So he's definitely coming into our lane. So I already clicked a few times and then I'm not going to click anymore.
Already there.
It's already there now, yeah? So I'm now, I'll move my hand away now because I know that's a hazard. I don't want to click by accident now. And then I'm going to have my hand ready again for the next hazard, just in case there's more on this clip. Because some of them have got 2 hazards, yeah? But then once the clip finishes, we'll know, okay, that was only 1 hazard there. Okay, so let's go through it again. This time it's going to show us the scoring windows, yeah? So when he gets a circle, yeah, so like there, this is where the 5 points start, yeah? You get 5 points from there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then around here, you're going to get like 0 points.
Oh, okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's okay. You're free to talk. Feel free to, if you got any questions, if you got any like feedback.
Mark, I think Ashley, she's asking how many click we need to click. Can you see?
I'll click 3 times, yeah? So Ashley, I'll click 3 times, okay? So I didn't see your thing, okay, on the chat, yeah? So I'll click 3 times. So I'll click once there, once here again, and then 1 more time here, and then I'll let it go.
Okay.
Yeah?
You do easily, perfectly.
No,
For you,
do you know why? Because I know this clip, so don't get me wrong thinking that, oh, I'm some expert at this. It's not that.
No,
I've seen this lots of times. I'm talking
I
about
think,
something.
Mark, that's where we get it wrong because we feel like we have to click 3 times. So you are so anxious to, kind of click 1, 2, 3. But I think we should know when to stop. I think that would be the best option, So let's, for instance, say, is it 5 clicks? That would be the end of it, or 4 at least. But if it's focused on just 3, you become anxious. That's why we are saying you are so perfect, because you keep doing it the right way. But probably if we do it, we will be wrong at that stage. Yes.
That's a really, really good point. I'll explain exactly how to get over that. I think it was Aisha or somebody the other day that mentioned, if you're clicking constantly throughout the clip, yeah, like here, clicking constantly. Yeah, clicking constantly. That's when you're going to get in trouble. But if you click, like let's say here, yeah, I'll click 1, 2, 3, and then I leave it now. But if I've clicked a bit before, maybe one time or a couple of times before, it's not such a big problem. So maybe if you do like 2-3 clicks there, but then if you've done another click beforehand, I wouldn't stress too much. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. They don't count the.
Yeah,
Then
I'm gonna share with you another video because that's a really good point, Vivian, about when to stop clicking as well. Because if I show you this one, give me a second, I'm gonna load it up, okay? Just give me a sec. Let me find the right one.
I think you need to click smartly. Like if the hazard is developed, hazard is there, you need to like you clicked already is there. You need to stop. Otherwise, they will think you are cheating because you keep
Lots
trying
of
to.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Brother, I
one here.
think we need to more practice. Yeah, it will be works very well.
Sorry, say that again, Julie.
I think I need personally for me, like I need to more practice all hazard.
Yeah, so if
Which
you're getting
we
if you're
have.
getting really low marks, even if you're clicking 3 times and you're getting low marks, it means you're clicking too late.
Or too early.
Some people get low marks because they don't click, they're only clicking once and they're getting 0.
Yes.
Some people are getting low marks because they're clicking too many times and then they're getting all the points disqualified. But if you're doing the 3-click method and you're still scoring low, it means you're clicking too late when you see the hazard.
Yes, I think last exam I found I got four, sometimes 3. So I'm sure if I get the my goal 5 click, so I have to go quick, more quick.
Yeah, when you see the hazard, respond quicker.
Yes.
So Vivian, to answer your question about when to not click, yeah, can you guys see this person in the background?
Yes, brother, it's fine.
Vivian, can you see this person?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. So let's say now I'm on my test, I'm anxious, looking for the hazard, yeah. And then I see that guy walking, I'm like, yeah, that's the hazard there. Yeah. Click again. But look, it's so far away. Is it gonna slow down my car?
No.
No.
Gonna slow me down.
No.
Now I know, okay, that's not the guy. I'm not gonna click anymore because it's not gonna slow me down. It's too far away. But I clicked before because I was thinking that's the hazard. Yeah.
Yes.
But now that I know it's not gonna be the hazard, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'll leave it alone. Yeah. Now I'm
Okay.
looking for the next bit now, the actual hazard now. So I'm waiting, and then I'm waiting. Oh look, this car's moving. Maybe it's him. Yeah, I click again. And then I realize, oh wait, he's in his own lane. He's not gonna affect me. He's not gonna slow me down. Yeah, I'm still waiting. Oh, what's that? Bang.
Ban, left hand side, please. Ban.
Yeah. Then I click. Then I click because now this guy's coming slowing down. Click one more time.
Now more to.
Okay.
Then I'll leave it. Okay, that was the hazard. Then I'll know for certain. Okay, hopefully I scored a good score. Yeah.
That's good. Yes. But Mark, you know what? Because you are controlling the mouse, you'll be able to pause. But in the test, you are not able to pause. You know that you can't pause. You keep going.
Don't get me wrong. When I'm clicking like this is the only way I can show you when to click. Yeah, I'm not really saying it's gonna pause. By the way,
Yeah.
I can't show you any other way. If I figure out a different way of showing you without pausing, then I'll be able to do that. But yeah, you're right. The clip doesn't pause.
Yeah, just switch off from everything when you're doing the hazard. Just steer on the screen. Just switch off your brain from everything, just on the hazards. Yeah,
and be ready. Yeah.
Quick,
So for the new people, Nadine, I think you might want this as well, and Ashley. The reason we're clicking 3 times because you're thinking, why are they clicking 3 times though? I'll show you why. Okay. So if we look at this hazard right now, we already know where it is. Yeah. Just this for example. Yeah. And the van isn't on the left here, yeah? The van is a hazard, yeah?
Yeah.
But let's say you, with your really sharp eye, saw the van like here. Can you see it in the corner of the window there?
Yeah.
Yeah? So let's say this is the point that you clicked, yeah? You left and you clicked it one time and then you left it and you're thinking, yes, I'm so good at this. I'm gonna smash this score. I'm like, that's definitely 5 points. And then you've clicked there and you've left it alone now. You're thinking, yeah, that was a good one. I'm ready for the next bit now. I've definitely got 5 points. But for the people who know, how many points are you gonna get if you click there?
5.
No, you're gonna get 0.
No.
Yeah.
Zero.
So if you click here, let me show you, sorry. So here, where the van appears, can you see the van just appearing in the